Hello, beautiful, amazing, powerful lit leaders of legacy. Yes, life is beautiful. And it's really beautiful because we get to upgrade our energy all the time. We're constantly upgrading our energy so we're not affected by all the negative stuff that people are doing, the negative energy, right? Because it's important for us to keep lifting that high vibrational energy no matter what the circumstances are. And the greatest way to do that is having a relationship with God or source or whoever it is you want to connect with. If it's Jesus, if it's Allah, whoever it is, it's important. It's so important because life is amazing when you are connected to the divine spirit. And when you're connected to divine spirit and you actually listen, and when you take the time to listen, you actually hear the right ways in which to speak and communicate to yourself and to other people. And so in this world, we can always tell where people are in their evolution by what comes out of their mouth, right? If they are speaking low vibrational words, then they're not operating on that high vibrational level. We want high vibes. We're a high vibe family. Loving the meditation app. Oh, yes. Thank you. The Lit Vibe meditation app. If you have not gotten on the Lit Vibe meditation app, available on Apple or Spotify, Apple or Google. I said Spotify, Apple or Google. You're definitely missing out because it is a game changer. We have had so many amazing people writing letters of how it's changing their lives. And it's changing my life as well because I get to do the meditations and then I get to really like stay connected and everything. So it's really amazing. And I'm really happy about that. And we're also going to be upgrading it soon. So we have some things in production around that. So for those of you, so we're super excited about that. But we have so many amazing meditations on there and so many ways for you to activate your energy. Because remember, the meditations that I create with my family are not regular meditations. They are activations, energy activations, just like you get when you come into these lives with me. That's what you get in the Lit Vibe meditation app. So enough of that, but you have that information now. So I want to go in today, and I want to go in because I really want to get into a deeper understanding of what we are anchoring in right now on the planet, right? And what we're anchoring on the planet right now is really, really necessary for us to see a global shift. But in order to anchor that in, I need people to be consistent. And when I say consistent, what I mean is and oh, I'm so sorry about that. I know, but I can't do this live in Turkish. I have to do it in English. Is to anchor in this energy so that way we are operating at a high vibrational energy. We're anchoring in love. We're anchoring in compassion. We're anchoring in joy. We're anchoring in play and we're anchoring in creativity. But what we're really anchoring in is we're anchoring in God's light on planet Earth. And that means that to do so, we have to be consistent, and consistency is key. And what it means, consistency is it means that we don't get lazy or we don't see what we want immediately, or we don't see something happening the way we want it to immediately because we've been doing all of these beautiful things and we're like, how come nothing's changing right away? The moment you do that, you have completely given up on God. Because why would you not want to stay consistent with the creator that has been consistent with you through all eternity, loving you, never judging you, never punishing you, holding space for you to figure it out and recognize that you can be a channel for that love energy that comes directly from source, from the angels, from the ascended masters, from all of the divine beings, right? As the great Jesus became the Jesus Christ, and in the awakening of the Christ energy, and we talk about the awakening of energy, we talk about all of the different masters and what they came here to share with us because they were embodiments of God on earth, right? Is you are also that embodiment here on earth. And consistency gives you the ability to build that energy, that relationship, that devotion. So that way, when you're in that space, you're activating high vibrational fields of energy that are continuous. So that way, you're building this energetic field around you that wherever you go, whenever you're connecting with people, you're sharing that love with people. Because it's so easy to tell someone, to call someone a name. It's so easy to curse someone out. It's so easy to be mean. I mean, there's enough of that in our world. I'm sure you see that by now. Where we get to really develop our spiritual gifts is to stay in a place of love when there is things happening that aren't pleasant, to be kind to someone when someone isn't being kind to you, when someone is saying something nasty to you, you are able to stay in that place of resonant field of love. That's what God wants us to understand, right? It's to maintain consistency, to stay consistent with being leaders of light, energy creators, powerful, dynamic, beautiful beings who are capable of leading new intelligence on the planet. And we have everything we need to do it. We have each other. We have knowledge and information available at our fingertips. We have people out there in the world who are sharing information and knowledge in the most beautiful ways that are allowing us to share in this sharing of wisdom and the sharing of information. And that gives us what we need to stay consistent, to stay continually lifting and shifting and opening ourselves up to these higher dimensional fields, right? So when we step into that awakening, when we step into that level of awakening, and I'm not talking about the awakening where we disregard those who are not in that energy, but we acknowledge and speak over them. We speak anointings upon their head, upon their brow, upon their ears, the possibility of what they can become, even when they're not being it. So, but in order to be able to achieve such greatness, we have to start with ourselves. And that's where we get into our languaging, right? Our languaging. And our languaging is governed on the way in which we speak to ourselves. And a lot of times when we speak to ourselves based on the idea of meeting other people's expectations, or the idea of that we're not good enough because we're still trying to meet someone's expectation. We are trying to get people to accept us. And if we don't feel accepted by other people, and we don't feel that other people appreciate us, and we don't feel that other people love us, then we fall out of love with ourselves, or we fall out of appreciation with ourselves, or we don't acknowledge how amazing we truly are, because we're still operating on the outer scope of humanity in the awareness of other people's views versus acknowledging the divine principles of truth that already live inside of you. And those divine principles of truth, right, are literally the building blocks that allows you to be and to create and to develop, and whatever it is that you want to do as a divine being, you begin to channel God's energy through you as you. So you become the embodiment of the very high that is you when you are channeling that light. And you channel that light by being very clear in your definitions of not taking lower vibrational energies in as truth. Truth is truth. And there, truth is truth. And when someone is lying, you can feel it because it doesn't feel good, right? The lie, the real lie, not the lie where someone lies and says, oh, I did this and I did this in life, and they never really did it, but not that kind of lie, but the real lie. And what is the real lie? The real lie is anytime you put yourself down or you put another person down or you don't see the potential in life, when you have not been able to see the light that shines and emanates in everything around you. That is the fifth dimensional field. That is when we are actually operating in fifth dimensional viewing and seeing the possibility in all things. And when we begin to get into that space, we open up a level of clarity and awareness that allows us to interlink, or should we say, interlink in the sense of merge with the definition of every human being us and them being all one. So, and there's a beauty in that, right? And the beauty is, as I acknowledge the beauty and the greatness in you, I'm also acknowledging it in myself and everyone else. But if I sit and focus my energy on the things that aren't so beautiful in another person and allow myself to be affected by it, I am actually going into that darkness with my own energy. That means I'm not being of great service, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to emotionally weave myself through other people's emotions and solve the emotional equation for them, which then tires me out, burns out my adrenals, makes me feel ill inside, causes health problems. I mean, the list goes on. Trust me, I know. I have lost my kidney. People who get health issues, it's not just because of some type of situation that people say in the medical world. It's because we are not utilizing our emotional bodies in the right way, right? So a lot of times people think it's just because of the foods you eat or the things you put in your body. And sure, that has some part to play if it's done in a way that is like overindulgent. But what I'm talking about is I'm talking about when you know the truth, when you're connected to the divine, when you're connected to God. I'm going to use God because that's how I live my life, right? When you're connected to God, God has already presented you the truth. The difficulty for humanity and what has been difficult for a lot of people is that they can't accept the truth. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. And this is a really beautiful example, okay? Let's say, for instance, you have a parent and you keep getting hurt by that parent, okay? And that parent keeps hurting you because you have this idea in your mind of what you think a parent should be. You think that your mom or dad or the family member or husband or wife or someone should be exactly as you think they should be. And so when they're not that way, you can't accept it. So you keep trying and trying to help them, to change them, to fix them. You keep going into their emotional darkness and pulling it into your body so you can try to find out what their emotional behaviors are going to be like. Like, are they going to get mad if I do this? And you start watching patterns. You start paying attention to patterns that are being displayed around you with people and so forth, because you have chosen to believe that the way that you are going to be able to get what you want is to change everything on the outside through force. And this force is governed by this idea of you not listening to God, because God has already told you the truth, right? And the truth is who they truly are in the light. Now, what they're showing you in front of you, that's who they're choosing. That's what they're choosing for themselves. But you can't change that person unless they come to you and say, I am ready to change. I want to be a better person. I am ready to look at the things that I'm doing in my life that's making me be this way. Because I can't tell you how many times I hear people say to me, well, they said that they were going to change. That's why I stayed in the relationship. They said they were going to get help. That's why I stayed in the relationship. You know, my mom keeps putting me down and putting me down and putting me down. And, you know, but I love her and she's my mom. And I know that if I keep giving her love and so forth, that she's going to change. It doesn't operate like that. And the thing is, what you're actually doing is you're causing insult to your injury. And your insult to your injury comes in because you're trying to process their emotions. You're trying to process their karma. You're trying to process the things that they have to take responsibility for in order for change to even occur. So when you are processing other people's emotions, you could be doing yoga, you could be doing all kinds of things that are great for your beings, such as meditating and going to church or praying, going to mosque, going to synagogue. You could be doing chanting Buddhism. You could be reading beautiful spiritual books and tomes and all of these things. You could be eating healthy and going to the gym and doing Pilates and doing all these different things, but you still keep getting sick. You still keep having money issues. You keep having relationship issues. You're still having problems, mental health issues. You're still having all of these different things showing up. And it's not because God is punishing you. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you did something wrong and this is just the way it is. No. It's because you keep going into the energy that does not belong to you and trying to process it through your body, through your emotions, through your mind. And this causes imbalance. So this imbalance gets generated over and over again, and your system sees it as an attack. So then what happens is your body starts to develop high levels of cortisol, inflammation, nervous system malfunctions in your system, which can lead to all kinds of problems in your body because your body is not being able to communicate and fire off the right way. And this gets more and more and more. As the body fills up with more inflammation and more cortisol, your body starts breaking down your organs, starts breaking down your mind, your brain. You start getting all kinds of things. And when you look at a lot of the major health issues in the world, and trust me, I know because I've lived them and live them. And that's why I can share these things with you, because I like to be very open and about these things with you. You begin to create an imbalance, and it may not just be health wise. It could also be in your finances. It could be in your relationships. It could be in the types of things you're able to bring into your life, such as manifesting. All of these things will have a cause and effect based on the energy that you keep subjecting yourself to. So why is it so important for us to meditate? Why is it so important for us to pray? Why is it so important for us to have communion with God? Because God loves you. God loves you so much that if you actually knew how much God loved you, you wouldn't say the hurtful things that you say to yourself. You wouldn't be hard on yourself. You wouldn't be putting expectations on you. You wouldn't be doing these things. You know why? Because you would see that there's so much love available to you through God that it wouldn't matter what another person says to you, or what your parents did to you, or what happened to you when you were young. You see, you would then develop an awareness of God's love, and you would want more of that love, and you would yearn for more of that love, and more will be given to you. And you will begin to create what we call an alignment in all aspects of your life. And that alignment would then show up in how you create your relationships and how you procure things in your life, opportunities and all of these different things. You would create a alignment on how you connect with certain types of people and what types of energies you will actually allow in, because you have created an awareness that you're not here to go navigating other people's emotional things that they have not dealt with themselves and bring it all into your body. Because your body, your synthesis of your body doesn't see it as, oh, you're just feeling someone's emotions. It goes into a energetic shock, because your body goes into shock because your nervous system and all of your system is going, this isn't our energy. So that belongs to them. We did not generate that energy. They generated it. Why are you bringing it into your body? Why are you bringing it into your mind? You understand? So when someone puts you down, that is them generating that energy. You don't have to take that energy and bring it into your beautiful temple, my loves. But in order for us to be able to orchestrate the highest level of knowledge when it comes to how we facilitate ourselves on this planet, we have to begin in the languaging that we use for ourselves. So who would like to experience that with me and go live? Me? Okay, let's do that. So someone had said, who nags you? This is what I mean. If something is poking you all the time, you're eventually going to ask it to stop, right? So why would you be with something that's continually?
I didn't never thought I'd be my turn.
Well, it is your turn, my love. How are you, darling?
Man, so I've been doing the meditation. I've been really trying,
Place where
but
you sit down so you can be ready.
huh?
And are you in a place where you're ready to be? And then we can start this conversation.
Yes.
Okay. Are you comfortable?
Let me get a shirt on. That's probably why. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I just woke up.
That's okay, darling.
I'm kind of like, who's okay? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So let's not have you walking around. Let's have you comfy, relaxed, and wherever. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So one of the things, so go ahead. We're saying I missed what you said because I wanted to make.
Nothing. I've really been I've been doing the meditations as much as I can. I try not. I do. I've been trying. I don't.
Are
know,
you
I can't believe. So I'm kind of nervous right now.
app for activation?
Yes, that's what I've been doing, the meditations apps, and I feel like it's been working. But then I feel like out of nowhere, I've been drinking again, and I don't drink. So like I stopped drinking for like a while.
Okay, so why you drink is because you start creating anxiety. So that's always the reasons why you go to alcohol. You go to alcohol because either you get bored or you have anxiety. And one of the things with you, a lot of that has come from your mother. So you created this anxiety inside because you're always trying to figure out how to protect everyone around you. So every time things get a little too emotional or a little bit where you start feeling anxiety coming, that's when you go to drink. So you have to know your triggers, my darling. Okay. So when we understand the deeper trigger, like when we go, okay, what is the deeper trigger? The deeper trigger is the anger that you still haven't let go of, right? Okay. That's the deeper trigger. So when we look at the behavioral factors, the behavioral factors are always governed by certain aspects of things that are happening in the moment, as to say, right? But the deeper triggers are the ones that have to do with things you're holding on to. And it's what we call in the spiritual world a trade-off. You're trading off by holding on to anger. You trade off by utilizing alcohol as a way to handle what you don't want to deal with inside. Okay. That's the same for drugs, alcohol, any kind of anything we do that we continually go to. It's because there's an emotion inside that is affecting your system. Your mind doesn't want to deal with it. So it looks for something on the outside to counterbalance that's happening on the inside. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. So now we go into a deeper level, right? So now we get into the heart space. Heart space for you, my dear, is that you go into a deep, deep, deep place of love. But your deep place of love with things are also just as dysfunctional when it comes to the fact when you don't feel that people appreciate everything you sacrifice to give them that love. And that shows up in the part of you that gets upset very quickly. Now,
That's true.
we have here, as a spirits, we're not here to judge. God doesn't judge. I'm here to judge you. I'm here to hold space for you so that and very quickly about what's going on and how we facilitate our movements away from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comes down to what? And this is the telling yourself that spirit doesn't want to keep you all the time because there's not support coming from a lower dimension. People don't really care about me. That's what you keep saying. So when you keep reiterating that people don't really care about me, people don't really care about me, they don't really care about me, they don't really appreciate me, they don't really this, they don't really that, you're sending a vibrational field out to the universe to give you more examples of that. And you may not even be getting those examples in a direct way. You might be actually looking for it because it matches your vibrational field of how you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, idea that people don't care. So let's get into the truth of that. There has been some people who didn't care. You're right. They were selfish. They didn't realize what you were giving because they were not at your level of energy when it comes to giving. They were more withholding than being able to give you what you actually needed. And you put your idea in those people to be like you. And the reality of the planet is you are you and they are they. And when you start to go, well, look at how much I give, look how much I love, look at how much I this, and you're not giving me this, because you're matching it with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that you're already setting yourself up for failure. Because you're setting yourself up for failure the moment you decide that you have to match, someone has to match the way you are. It's not about matching. Like in my relationship with my wife, it's not about matching. I am who I am. She is who she is. I give love to her because it gives me joy. She gives love to me because it gives me joy. I would never be with anyone who didn't give me love that brought them joy. You see?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're going in and saying, I'm going to make myself important to you, so important that you will love me. So it's not even a full match. It's a match. You'll love me because I'll make you love, because I'll make myself so available and so open and give you so much and pour so much on you and give you everything. How can you not love me?
That makes sense. So you're right.
But guess what, baby? That person that you're doing that to, you're playing poker with. Okay? And the reason why you're playing poker with them is because you're not playing a fair hand. Your hand is governed by the idea that your value of love is antiquated based on how much of yourself you have to give. So you become actually angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier as time moves on, because you'll start to realize that I've given you so much and this is what you do to me.
Yeah.
So the hurt is 20,000 times more painful because you decided in that moment that you weren't going to call in your true person.
Yeah.
You were going to call in someone that you would think would never hurt you or leave you because you have given so much of yourself. That's not love.
Mm-hmm.
That's called bargaining. That's called bargaining, my love. And you don't bargain with love. I know I've done it before and it didn't go well, right? I've it's in the past where I gave and gave and gave, and no matter what I did, the person was never happy. They were never satisfied. They had or it every second, every day. And the only times I actually felt like I had peace with them is when I went on vacation.
I'm laughing because it's the truth.
Well, I know why you're laughing. I know who I am. So I know why you're laughing here, right? I know my love for you. So I know what I can see and what I can't see. And when I love someone, I see a lot. Okay. And that's how you become, when people talk about psychic abilities, intuition, spirituality, it's all governed in love. The more you love, the more you see. The less you love, the less you see. It's the way of the universe. It's how God set it up. Right. So the more love of God you have in your being, and the more love you have, and the more love, the less judgmental, the more accepting, the more truth you can hear from spirit, and you don't change it or try to manipulate it because you don't like what it says, and you actually hear what it's saying. That's how I speak. I speak from loving you, and love you is to tell the truth. So when we talk about this situation, you haven't called in that mate. You haven't called in your mate yet because you're still waiting for someone to come to you and say, you're amazing and you're enough. But your soul doesn't want to hear it through a bargain. Your soul wants to hear it from you. So let's start with the first word. Okay. So we're going to start learning how to create a new defined reality in our language. This way, it allows us to go into higher levels of consciousness. And therefore, then we start to open ourselves up to more opportunity, more prosperity, more amazing things, because we're actually building a solid relationship with ourselves, which is what we have to have first, right? A relationship with God. Okay. So what you're going to say is, I love the way that you are right now.
I love the way that you are right now.
I love that you're showing up right now and listening to Shaman Durek.
I love that you are showing up right now and listening to Shaman Durek.
I love the powerful energy that you are bringing into your body right now that's relaxing you.
I love that the powerful energy that you are bringing into your body is relaxing you right now.
I love how you're finally letting yourself take deep breaths.
I love that you are finally allowing yourself to take deep breaths.
I love how you're cleaning your energy with the purest of white light right now.
I love that you are cleaning your energy with the purest white light right now.
I love how you are so beautifully untangling yourself from dysfunctional relationships.
Love that you are untangling, but I love that you're beautifully untangling yourself from
Dysfunctional
relationships right now.
And do you see what's happening to your body right now as you're speaking this to yourself?
I feel a lot more, I was anxiety in the beginning and I feel like I'm a lot more calm right now.
And remember what I told you about your anxiety?
Yeah, I really struggle with that. I feel like I don't, but then I keep putting more stuff in my body.
I'll be right there. Did you see what just came out of your mouth? I struggle with that. That is low vibrational communication to yourself. You speak like that, you're not channeling God energy anymore. You're not channeling the light anymore. You are channeling lower frequency. So you don't want to say that to yourself. What you want to say is, I love how you are overcoming your I
love how you're overcoming fire.
I love how you're overcoming your anxiety.
I love how you're overcoming your anxiety.
I love that you are taking the time to build a relationship with me.
Love that you are taking the time to build a relationship with me.
Good. I love love how beautiful and creative you are and how you have so many wonderful ideas.
I love how beautiful and creative you are. What was it again? I'm sorry.
So many wonderful
And you had
ideas.
so many wonderful ideas.
And I love how pure your heart is.
And I love how pure your heart is.
And I love how you just want people to see that pure heart.
I love it. You just want people to see that pure heart.
And what a beautiful soul you've always been.
What a beautiful soul you've always been.
And I love that you came out of so much pain in your childhood.
And I love that you came out of so much pain in your childhood.
And that you're still here loving.
And that you're still here living.
And I love the powerful energy that you right now for deep healing
And you said, I love the powerful energy
that you're bringing into your body right now for healing.
that you're bringing into your body right now for healing.
And I love how this powerful energy is clearing you of old wounds.
And I love that this powerful energy is clearing me of old wounds.
Clearing you from old.
Clearing you from old wounds.
And you see what's happening to your body, my dear?
Yeah, I'm like releasing. I feel a little bit better. Still a little anxiety.
See? Now, I want to show you something right there. And that's another one I want to catch you on. Okay. See how it brought something positive, the darkness that wants you to reiterate more darkness so it can come in more stronger. It needs you to find something wrong. Instead of saying, I feel so much better. And instead of saying, but I still feel anxiety, you can say, and we can do this right now. You can say, I love how your mind is talking to your body and emotions
talking to your body and emotions
and telling it to relax
and telling it to relax.
deeply.
What was the last word?
Deeply.
Deeply. Yeah.
See what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I love how your mind is communicating to your organs to relax deeply.
Feels so much better.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. Because at first I was like, I don't know what's happening, but like I just didn't really think. And then now I feel so, like earlier in my phone, I was like clenching. And now I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. And you know why? It's because what you're doing is you are connecting into the part of yourself that is your higher self. When you say, I love how you are actually communicating your relationship with God back to yourself. So literally, you can say it again. Now we're going to do another one. Say, I love your mind
how your mind
is telling your nervous system to go into the deepest relaxation.
I feel like it's like gone. I don't
So,
like, I feel like I can actually talk.
yes.
I do notice that I was doing that. And now it's like, you don't have to do all that. Just relax. It's not a big deal. Just talk. Who cares what people think about you?
And you can even do this. You can say, I love how your emotions
I love how your emotion
and the deep feminine wisdom in your emotions
deep feminine wisdom in your emotions
is completely holding you right now.
is completely holding you right now. Sounds weird, but like I'm thinking confident. I don't know if that means anything, but just
Yes. Because when your feminine energy feels space to be able to do what it is supposed to do, which is to hold you, to nurture you, to manifest for you, to do all of these things, right? And then your masculine is able to navigate and create information and knowledge and wisdom that is divinely bringing forth from the divine nectar that comes from God right into the mind, mind to emotion, emotion to body, body to world. We then begin to create this internal balance. But it's a practice. And it's a practice. And what I talked about in the beginning, it's constantly being consistent in our practice of love, our practice of joy, our practice of utilizing this. So you could say, I love, or you could say, I love how, or I love when. So when you add, I love how, I love when, I love these energies create a vibrational field of synergy that connects to every frequency on a higher dimensional field. That means even when you're doing this, you're manifesting great opportunities and amazing things to show up in your life because you are demonstrating that love for yourself. So you can even say right now, you can say, I, I love
I love
how your emotions
how your emotions
can feel God's love for you.
can feel God's love for you. Just feel calm.
And I love how you can see how your emotions is opening up right now
I love that your emotions are opening up right
and
now
yearning for more of God's love.
and yearning for more of God's love. Yeah, I don't know.
So what you're doing right now, I'm going to show you what you're doing. So your emotions wants to go in and your mind is trying to analyze it at the same time.
Yep.
Your mind cannot analyze the spirit world. It can
Do
only
that all the time.
it cannot analyze it. And that's one of the biggest reasons why science still hasn't connected with the spirit world, because it's still trying to find evidential proof and saying, let me have experiences. And then we use the experience as a form of proof, right? Instead, people are just saying, oh, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's not this. It's not that. Because the mind is trying to analyze the information and it can't because it's unknown. So what you want to do is, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and participate. Do I have permission to participate?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go into your emotions and I'm going to expand it. Just give me a second and just tell me when you feel that. It'll feel almost like you'll know when your emotions are expanding because you'll feel like you're in liquid, like you're in water, almost like it's a bit heavy and a bit light at the same time. So tell me when you feel that. And do you see how you're holding your breath? So what that tells me as a shaman It tells me you're afraid of your emotions. Okay. So, but you're not afraid of your emotions when you get upset because your mind goes in and uses your emotions as a way to, right? But when your emotions is operating on its own volition, which means its feminine nature is actually coming out, your mind wants to protect it. So your mind goes in and starts analyzing. What am I supposed to feel? What is this? What is this? Da, 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 da. Right? So I saw the mechanics happening. So that's why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a sensation in your body. And I want you to tell me what sensation you get. And it could be anything. It could be cold, hot, tingling. It could be whatever. It could be like, oh, I felt something, whatever it is. Just tell me whatever it is, wherever it is in the body. And just tell me when you feel it. Okay. So you see how your breath just did that? That was it. So we're going to go with that one. Okay. So that increases. See what's happening there? And tell me when that increases even stronger.
I feel like I'm shaking, kind of.
Yeah. Very good.
That's what it is. I see, and now I get it. It's like I feel it now.
Good. Just tell me when
Shake.
more. So right now, what we realize with your body is yearning to be in harmony with your mind. And so your body is asking for that balance. So we're going to go ahead and turn up the frequency. I'm going to turn it up and just tell me what you feel when I turn it up.
Body just like shaking. Like I can feel my leg shaking down the left side.
Mm-hmm. And tell me when that left leg that's shaking moves all the way to your other leg or goes up into your stomach.
Yep.
Good. And tell me when it goes upward even more and tell me where it's going.
My arms now.
Good. Tell me when it gets into your hands and goes up into your shoulders and into your chest. And tell me when you're locking your lung.
What?
Tell me when you feel it unlocking the air.
I feel like that one did.
Mm-hmm. And tell me when it gets even stronger.
I feel like a lot more calmer. Like my body is not shaking anymore.
Mm-hmm. And tell me when you get even more calmer. So what we're doing is we're following your cycles. We're following your cycles.
Not analyzing, and I really do feel like a lot more calmer.
Good. And tell me when it gets even stronger. Yeah. Your voice. Now, what we call cycles in shamanism is that if we create an energy, like let's say, for instance, I create an energy that's in someone's body and they can feel it. We can go in and move that energy and expand it to open up other energies. And then the other energies open up, and then the other energies open up. So what started as a shake communicated to your body. Once your body received it, then it got calm. So then what your body's requiring is it wants to get even more calmer, more calmer. So your body knows exactly what it needs and how it uses energy. And that's the great thing I love about God, is that God gives us everything we need, and we just need to understand how to utilize the energy of God in a way that supports us at the highest level, right? So what I want to do is I want you to say to yourself, say emotions,
Emotions,
reconnect with the mind.
reconnect with the mind. There's Bert.
Uh-huh. Because that's the poison that was caused by creating that separation. So now tell me when you feel or your body starts either burping, because that's you're now what you're doing is you're bringing together those energies. Good. So you're yawning. Your body chose to yawn. Fantastic. So usually it happens either between coughing, yawning, burping, swallowing, or taking a deep breath. These are called gateways. And these are gateways for your body to release what we call effluvia, or negative cellular memory blockage, energy that has created any form of distortion, coagulation, resistance, or stagnation, any kind of disturbance within your energetic field. And whenever there's a disturbance in your energetic field, of course, it plays out on either your mind, your emotions, your body, or in your physical life. Okay. So what's happening right now is your body is decompressing the effluvia. So just what I'm going to do is I'm going to communicate to your body, and I'm going to communicate to your body in 3 colors. And these are what we call pattern grids for your body to recognize. You may not understand what I'm saying, but your body does. Body, go ahead and access cycle gold, white, and red. Replace black with blue and use the 3 cycle colors of yellow, which is also gold, and blue and red, and run it through her sequence until her body yawns even more. And mind, emotions, and body and inner child, if she has a lot of processing to do to recreate balance in the system, keep yawning her one yawn after the next until that balance is restored. That's that emotion that's coming up requires your emotions are purifying itself. So we call this emotional purification. What we're going to do is body, go ahead. If she has to have emotional purification, go ahead and take her into a deep soul cry. Mind, emotions, and body, and inner child.
Body feels like powerful. weird, like my arms, like that. I don't, it sounds so, you're really, my arms
Okay.
feel like.
Interesting, an amazing discovery.
Okay.
And versus,
Yes.
yeah,
It feels good. It feels good. Like I'm crying because I feel good. Like I just feel like I like
yeah,
really,
we
really
call that
something.
thing. Your body is releasing from what it doesn't no longer need emotionally. So that means the feminine is able to take more space. That's
I feel like a long time ago, I felt like crying wasn't like good, and like right now, I feel like, oh my gosh, I needed to like let that out so I can like move forward. That, but it was like back in the day, I would cry, but it was like for sad, like for people to feel sorry for me. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but to feel sorry for me. And now it's like, okay, I cried, I feel good. Now let's move forward. You get what I mean?
yes, absolutely. You did great, my dog. Happy that
Thank
we
you
had a
so
chat.
much for everything. I love your app. And it really works. I fasted for 3 days or 2 days. And it was so crazy how like I did like think of all the times you got things or something, right? And it was like I feel like it was like a magnet and it was like bringing me to things that I got before. So it really works. Just wanted to say that out there.
So happy. My family and I created Lit Vibe meditation app as a way to take the community to the next level of preparing everyone for ascension, fifth dimensional energy and frequency, and really helping people to build their powers and their gifts. And that's why in the app you get those activations through the meditation, because we added the shamanic frequencies in there. So just like you're having a session with me right now, you get that in the app, and that's why you get those experiences. And so I'm really happy that it's doing wonderful things. And have you got a chance to talk to the community on the app?
Yes, I'm the one that said how it was crazy because I was I have what I noticed that I did have a way of scarcity thinking, but I'm working on that. And it was crazy because someone got me a rental car and then I start realizing I was paying way too much for it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go find a car. Like I just need to just get out of my head and just go look. Just because I had bad past experiences, I got to find something. Well, I ended up finding someone that got me a really good deal. And so now I got a car. So, but it was crazy. I told myself that, and I wrote that into the app that I said, I told myself before my birthday, I'm going to get a car, and I got a car. So it's like, it's really about just taking action. You can do all the meditations you want, but you just got to like take action and not, I noticed too, like, don't think like when you meet people, just don't like, we always want to analyze people we meet and you just can't do that. Like, you just got to just try it. And, you don't know what everybody's going through, you don't know, like, I feel like a lot of us, um, I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, but a lot of us, because I've noticed I would like past experience, like I had a situation with a girl or something, and then I would take that as like I would take like, I can't really try to explain what I'm trying to say, but like something somebody would do, and I would think about it of a past experience. Instead, it could be something completely different. It could be something they're dealing with on their own, and it had nothing to do with me. So I would take a lot of things personal that had nothing to do with me. So yeah. But I give my app to everybody. I give the app to all my friends. I'm like, oh, you guys got to listen to it. Don't download it. You got to listen to it now. And then that way you'll see, because I can tell you to do it. You're not going to do it. But if you listen to it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is like, I need this. So yeah.
I'm so happy. A lot, we put up, new activations every week. And did you do the money dance? The dance?
Yes, I did it like a couple of times. I need to start doing more
Yeah.
of it. I get stuck with doing all like the I love them all, but I do all of them, and then I haven't really done the money one that much. But I feel like that manifestation was the one that I did because and that's another thing. I don't think before when I would do it, I'd be like, I need this, I want that. I don't do that no more. I just be quiet and just my spirit knows what I want. That's what I tell myself. And then like it's crazy. I feel like and every morning I do the one I know it by heart. Spirit put me in the right places at the right time, at the right moment with the right people. People who have open hearts, consciousness that expands. Yes. So yeah. Thank you. I know you got other people, but I just really thank you. I appreciate you taking time for me, and I feel a lot better. I'm learning that my anxiety is my power.
I love you, darling.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Your power and your greatness on this planet.
Thank you.
Well, You know, there's something wonderful when you see transformation, and I think that's when you really know that you're in the being in the field of spirituality is truly evolution, right? Because transformation is evolution. And that's what we love to see. And a lot of times people think, oh, I want to be a healer. I want to be all these different things. But really what we love is evolution, is seeing people come out of the darkness, out of the pain, out of the suffering, out of the lack, out of the limitation, and rise into higher vibrational fields of energy so that they're able to see all the love that God has for them and all the goodness that life has for them. And I think that's the greatest gift you could ever offer anyone, is to give them the ability to see possibility. I love that. It's just so wonderful. Okay. All right. So that was a really wonderful exchange and joy. I also would like to share that with some more people. Probably only have time for one more person to go into that space because, of course, I have other things that I have to take care of. But if you're in also for tomorrow, we have the Healing Temple tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. So do look forward to that. That's going to be lovely. And then we also have a lot of other things coming down as well, too. The Lit Vibe meditation app. Lit Vibe Meditation is what it's called. Lit Vibe Meditation, because you hear a lot of people asking. Lit Vibe Meditation, you can find it on Google or on Apple. And it's best for you to subscribe so you can be a part of the family and join in the community and talk and meet beautiful people. And like some amazing people have even gotten together in their own towns because there's people from all over the world. And it's wonderful to be a part of such an amazing, growing, powerful lit leader community. And remember when I say this to you, because this is really important for you to remember, you see me here on this Instagram, right? And you think, wow, this is Shaman Durek, okay? But what I want you to do is I want you to change the way you look at me. And I want you to look at me in a different way. I don't want you to go, oh, this is Shaman Durek. I want you to go, oh, I get to share space with someone who is with me on this journey. Because remember, so much I see in the spiritual community where we put people up on pedestals. And it's not about putting people up on pedestals. It's remembering that we are masters amongst masters, leaders amongst leaders. We are everything that I can do and everything that I am is you are as well. And we are all in that same energy. It's all vibration. It's all God. It's all love. It's all energy. Right. And so there's no hierarchy here. This is about, there's things that I've come here to take in and to garner from you, and things that you've come to garner from me. And we have come in this beautiful, beautiful energy of connection and love to create this wellspring of goodness that we all have the capability of sharing with one another. And that is the delight of God, is to see all of us together, sharing love, sharing wisdom, sharing healing, sharing what we can share. That's so graciously easy for us to give, meaning that it's not hurting us to give it, right? Because we always want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves filled up, right? And that way we're able to really resource our community in the most beautiful way. So always remember that about yourself, that you have so much to give and so much to share, and there's so much love for you. And, we're in this thing together. There's no hierarchy. There's no, oh, I'm a great, powerful shaman nonsense. None of that stuff like that. This is all about us being in service to one another, to share in the love and the bounty of spirit, that every glory goes to God, right? It's never about us. It's always about God. And it's always about being grateful to the ancestors, being grateful to God, being grateful to the spirits, the angels, the ascended masters, the divine helpers, all the sentient beings of love and light and energy and beauty and grace and joy and harmony and compassion and abundance and prosperity and freedom and health and wellness, and all these beautiful beings that are existing for us to be able to bring more love to all the realms that have forgotten about God's love, and remind people that they're loved every single day. Remember you're loved. Remember you're loved. Remember you're loved. That's the key element here. Okay, so yay. So anyway, where was I? Someone was asking earlier, and I want to just go because I saw it and it crossed me really quick. And I just want to go back to that. It was up here somewhere. I think I saw it, but well, maybe I lost it. Anyway, someone had asked me to support them, and let's see. Yes, it was this beautiful love. And let's see what we have here. Sometimes you have to, when you're looking down at your screen, you have to.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh my God. First of all, congratulations. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Congratulations on your wedding. I followed all the stories. Everything is so beautiful. I love you so much. Oh my God. I can't believe this. I've been following you. I wanted for so long to go live, but I can't believe you've seen that. Oh my God.
I did. My eyes to what God brings my eyes to see, and I saw it, and then I had to go back because Spirit showed me, and then I was still talking, and then I was like, "Oh, I have to go back to it because I wanted to make sure I got."
My God, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
How can I?
Um, I don't know. I've been single for 6 years, and um, I don't know why. I got separated.
Hey,
Sorry.
you don't know why?
Like I cannot, I don't understand. I don't want to be single.
Okay, so the reason why you've been single for a long period of time is because you have not gotten over experience. So you have had a relationship with someone who was very, how do I say, narcissistic, and they were taking advantage of you, your kindness, your generosity. You can put a lot into that person, and they really and
Yeah.
they hurt you. You have shut off your energy and you have not allowed yourself to go into a relationship. So when I looked immediately at why you weren't in a relationship, the spirits immediately came through and said, it's because she has not let go of this situation. And really, the reason why was because it was unfair. It was a lot of promises made with a lot of lies brought forth. And the thing is that what it did is it caused a lot of distortion for you, because that distortion, and when I say distortion, what I mean is it started making you question yourself. And
Yeah.
started questioning your intuition. You started questioning, like, why would I put myself in this situation?
It brought me down, like completely. I'm a different person, like than what I used to be.
Yes. And you had to go through this whole revival
Yeah.
of again. And that began to create an awareness of self. So now what's happened,
Yeah.
if the bar's so high, you don't actually believe there's someone out there that's going to be with you.
Oh my God, how do you know?
I'm Shaman Durek, that's why.
No, I didn't have like a 5 bar, but
Don't-
I've been through this journey.
You don't believe that anyone is going to be able to come in and love you the way you think they can love you. I've looked at you. I'm looking at everything very clearly, my dear, because I love you. I see things.
I don't trust men anymore, basically.
You don't trust a certain type of man, but you decided to make it all men. Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason why you don't trust them is because you have not let go Oh,
But I tried so hard. Like I cut cords. There was a contract. I dissolved it. Like I tried so hard. It's been 6 years. Like how do I do that
you ready?
right now?
You felt embarrassed. You felt embarrassed about you going into a situation where you opened up your life so much to that energy that it's not about cutting a cord. It's not about a cord. It's about the part of you that you felt that you self-betrayed yourself. And that part of you is afraid to go through that again. So let me just talk to that part really quick. So, and you're going to hear me having a conversation. I'm going to be having a conversation with you in the spirit.
Yeah, perfect.
So, what was the thing that caused you the most pain when it came to that situation? I felt like they were always lying to me. Okay. And you felt like they're always lying to you. But now I hear where you're coming from, but you're still holding on to this energy. Why are you still holding on to it? Because I never want to forget the pain that I went through so that I never have to go through that again. Okay. But the fact is that by you holding on to all of that, you are actually going through it over and over and over and over and over. And you think you're actually away from it, but it's still happening to you on a spiritual level. And because you are the spirit of her being, you're the one who's having to experience that over and over and over. And why would you want to continue going through that? You didn't realize that that was happening. Okay, that's fine. So the energy that you feel about the situation, why is it that you feel the need to remind yourself of that versus just saying, this was that, it's over. I don't need to figure it out. I don't need to understand why. I don't need to solve it. I don't need to put a blanket statement that every man is like that in the world and I can't trust anyone anymore, because you're letting that person make you lose trust in God. Because you're not losing trust in men, you're losing trust in God, because God has the perfect person for you. But because you're creating that, you're not letting God come through and bring that person to you because you're still not trusting God. When you say you're not trusting men, it's because you're not trusting God to bring that person to you. So you don't believe that God has your best intention. Are you aware of that, Spirit? I see. You weren't aware of that. Okay. So that makes a lot of sense. So now let me ask you this. Are there entities or beings or energies around you that have affected you? Two spirits. Okay. Where did she go? Did she disappear? Um, that was strange. Okay. Where did she go? Oh, there you are. Did you get disconnected?
Hi, so sorry. I got disconnected, but I listened to what you were saying. So you said two spirits.
You have two spirits. And did you hear what I said about trusting God?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I have been in dysfunctional relationships in the past, not because of the person was this horrible person, because I don't want to look at it that way. What I want to look at is that I came from an abusive past. They came from an abusive past, and we found each other in this very codependent way. And then when God came to me and was like, this relationship is not based in love. It's based in codependency. And that's why you're fighting and having these difficulties, right? I separated from that, but I didn't take that with me. Do you understand? I didn't cling on to it as a, let me remember how horrible it was so that that way this will never happen to me again. Because if I did that, then I would never be with the woman that I'm with today. You understand? Because she is pure love. She is pure grace. She is pure wisdom. She is pure everything. And she is everything that I need in order to be a good man, to grow, to evolve, to be me, 100% me. No hidden, no non-transparency, nothing. When people cannot be transparent in a relationship, it's because they're not willing to be transparent.
Oh my God, he was hiding everything. He was the opposite of transparent. He was
Spirit told
hiding a lot of things.
Yes, your spirit told me. I was talking to your spirit. Your spirit told me. But the thing is, my dear, now I'm going to show you something, okay? And you're going to have to be really okay in hearing this truth. Everything we attract, okay?
Yeah.
We attract the purpose of hiding from God if it's not good for us. So that means what? That means that God has this amazing idea for you, but you, on the other hand, are afraid of that idea. So what you do is you call in energies that are dysfunctional, discordant, and not right for you energetically, because I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to drop a bomb on you right now. Okay, you ready?
Yes. So ready.
You are so powerful because God loves you so much. And I know your guides because they're talking to me. They told you in the beginning that he was a liar. They showed you signs very early in the relationship.
Very early.
And you continued to press forward to meet your agenda.
I thought he's gonna change because he was, yeah, but you're so right. I kept on hoping.
Hoping.
Yeah.
So when God shows you
Yeah.
something, God shows it for you for a reason. God shows it to you so you know very clearly what you're dealing with. That's like people who have family members who are really dysfunctional and they keep putting themselves in the midst of their darkness. And then they keep saying, but I keep hoping that they're going to change. They're not going to change because you go in there and change them. They're not going to change because you keep putting up with their abuse. God reveals things to you. Remember, God is truth. God reveals the truth. Humans are really good at lying to themselves.
I know, but then I had a baby really early, so I thought with him. So I thought it was like, well, what am I going to do now? You know, it was kind of late.
You didn't go to God. You went to your fear. You went to, what am I going to do? You didn't say, God, show me how I can move forward without being exposed into this energy.
I know it was like 10 years, 11 years ago. So I wasn't really on this spiritual path. Now I know more. I wouldn't do that again.
You understand, I'm not telling you this to make you feel like you did something wrong. Because
No.
I'm telling you to do this so we can undo the entanglement that you've created about allowing God to bring in someone of good morals and good nature and transparency and love and kindness and treat you like a woman should be treated, the way I treat my wife, which is to adore her, love her, and live to make her happy. You understand? You deserve a man that wakes up in the morning and the first thing he wants to see is you.
Wait.
Okay, now I want you to hear what just came out of your mouth. So you can be very clear of how you're operating in your relationship with God and spirit. You said, I wish. You didn't say, yes, Shaman Durek, that's what I'm creating. You said, I wish. And you laughed about it as if it...
Don't try.
Which means you don't trust in that reality. That means you don't see it as a possibility yet. And that's because you are thinking incorrectly. So how do you move out of that space? Well, first thing you do out of that space is to get off of this energy that you're holding on to, which is, I want to be right about what I want to believe, which is what you just did when you said, I wish. You did say, we're creating that, Shaman Durek. I'm manifesting that, Shaman Durek. That is truth, Shaman Durek. No, you didn't say that. You said, I wish, laughing about it, as if there's some cackling spirits laughing at the demise of your misfortune. That's not okay. Not for a shaman, not for any angel, not for any being of the light. We do not allow that type of energy to course your life, because your life is meant to be filled with joy, love, elation, bliss, and freedom. That is the promise that God has for you.
I just don't believe it's possible anymore.
No, believe it's possible because you have two nasty little critters who are speaking in your consciousness, telling you it's not possible, pointing out things for you to make you believe it's not possible, and you're listening to that nonsense. I'm right. Oh, that voice in your head that's telling you those things is not God's voice. You know, it's not. It's not God's voice. God would never say those things to you. God would never put you down. Spirit of the lights would never put you down. Any human being that serves God's light would never put you down. It's a lie. So when you hear nonsense like that, you don't go, oh, God, it's never going to happen, because they're talking to you in your ear. You say, that's nonsense. Now, what I want you to do right now is I want you to say, God, do you have someone for me that is here to love me unconditionally?
Do you have someone for me here that can love me unconditionally? I heard the yes.
Of course. But God can't bring to you what you don't believe. God can't bring to you if you keep listening to the dark spirits whispering in your ear, telling you all kinds of things, or you're not this and you're not that, and this thing happened to you, and trying to get you to hold on to the darkness of your past. Don't you always know? I always find it fascinating, like when I go into interviews and people always love to bring up my past. They like to dig in my past and then change to whatnot. And they always like to bring up the past and ask me about my past instead of asking me what I'm doing now. Is because people are obsessed with the past, because the past is brought on by darkness. And anytime someone holds you to your past, it's because they are people who are dark mongers. They're people who love to obsess the darkness, because darkness knows that if it can hold you to your abuse, hold you to your past, hold you to your dysfunctional relationships in the past, hold you to your past drug addictions, hold you to your past alcoholisms, hold you to your past choices and your past mistakes, you will be stuck in darkness forever. It's like it's like glue to your shoes to darkness. We do not hang out in the past. We use the past as an opportunity, as an experience. I had an experience of someone that I knew they were lying, but I wanted to believe so much that they weren't, because I didn't want to be alone.
Exactly. I was hoping he was the one.
Hope? Darling, let me tell you something. There's no hope when you find the one. You will know they are the one because you will feel an immense amount of love, non-judgment, and complete acceptance of your being 100%, not 20%, not only the parts they like. You will be completely feeling safe to be 100% transparent with that person, because you know they are the one and they will love you through and through.
Yeah.
I got to beautify myself. My lips are getting dry.
gorgeous.
Thank-
I love you so much.
I, I love you too. So now, that being said, what I need from you is I need you to go out and get yourself a yellow or red candle. And when you have that candle, I want you to burn that candle and I want you to say a prayer of goodbye to the past. Okay?
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get rid of these two spirits for you so they're not in your brain talking and making you think that it's your voice that's saying those things. Because that's how clever the darkness is. It knows that human beings don't really believe there's darkness or believe there's spirits, because humans like to, not all humans, but a certain amount of humans, like to live in the mundane, or should I say, in the world of cha-cha. And they don't realize that these spirits will take on the sound of their own voice so that you think it's you speaking to you when you're actually just channeling them. We are channelers by nature. I don't know why people think they have to go to channeling school, because we've been channeling since the day we were children. We are channelers by nature. We're either channeling God consciousness or we're channeling dark entities. It's one or the other. Okay? And you'll know when you're channeling God consciousness because it's high vibration, love, powerful, and you can do it energy. And it's always for you. It's always high level energy. And if you're channeling from the world of cha-cha, it makes you not feel good. You feel down. You don't feel good enough. You don't feel like you could do enough. It's this kind of like energy. That's how you know you're channeling cha-cha. Okay? Now, so what we're going to do, I'm going to connect into your body. Do I have permission to connect into your body?
Yes.
Fantastic. And I want you to close your eyes. And when you start seeing colors in your mind's eye, just tell me just say the color out loud. I'm going to clear these spirits from your being, and just tell me when you feel those colors coming. The colors, when they start coming, that means the spirits are leaving your system. Yeah.
I've seen an explosion of red.
Good.
And another one of green, I think. I don't know.
Don't say, I don't know. Just say,
Yeah.
you see. Don't let them tell you to say, I don't know. That's called channeling cha-cha. They want you to say, I don't know. They don't want you to see these colors. Keep going. I'm going to increase it.
It's basically dark right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I see like a black heart.
Good. Let's go into it. And tell me when you feel that. And tell me when you see that black heart, because now that's the heart that you blackened from that relationship. And tell me when you see it getting brighter.
Oh my God. It's like the black thing just broke into pieces and it's like shining rays are coming out of it, like yellow rays, something like that.
Good.
It's so beautiful. I just see it.
Yeah. Do you see how beautiful your heart is? How could you deny that? And how could anyone ever deny that who is pure, who is worthy of that heart? And God knows who's worthy of that heart. Just like God knew who was worthy of my heart. And God knows who's worthy of everyone's heart. But some people choose to go with things and settle for less because they feel that that's all they're going to have. And that's a choice. based on free will. But for you, my dear, why go for that? Let's go for the big one, the ultimate one. And tell me when you feel that love filling up inside of you. And tell me when you hear the voice in your consciousness saying, we've been here with you, waiting for you.
I I think I feel like some spirits hugging me,
Uh-huh.
but of like
That's
not.
that they're communicating it to you. And tell me when you feel that even stronger.
I think my body is shaking. It's like it's so shaking.
Yeah. So my your heart has been restored.
Yeah, I had to like go up and feel the light coming and filling me, like, and I'm like shaking. It's not like a real shake, but I feel the shake inside of my body.
Oh, the vibrational field.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh my God. I don't want to say I hope. I want to say I know for sure.
Okay.
I'm
Now
thinking
we're, we're channeling God's
I
light.
trust.
You see the difference between God's light and low vibration? High vibration,
Sure.
you see how it makes you feel? Low vibration, it's like,
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Thank you so much. I will definitely tell you what's happening.
oh, I
Message.
will. And stay on top of it. Are you
Yeah.
on the meditation
Yeah.
app?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I was for a month or two, then I have some financial issue, but I will get subscribed again because
okay. Financial issues means that you have to receive more of God's love for you. Okay. So when you have financial issues, it's because you're not receiving more of God's love. You're believing that there is a lack. And so what we have to, that's a whole nother thing. But I want you to I want you to ask yourself, better yet, I'm going to create a sensation in your body so you can feel God's love for you to be wealthy and prosperous. Okay. And tell me when you feel it.
it's like I feel really light.
And now you have to say, yes. I want you to say, I love how you're receiving that truth.
I love how you're receiving that truth.
I love how you know that you're worthy
I love how you know that you're worthy
of prosperity.
of prosperity.
You see how you can feel it a little bit more? Biggest issue we have as humans on earth is that we don't feel worthy to receive God's love, or we don't feel worthy to be prosperous, or we don't feel worthy to have love, or we don't feel worthy to be successful, or we don't feel worthy to be... All of that is nonsense.
Yes.
God loves you. Just ask. Say, God, do you love me?
God, do you love me? Yes.
God, have you touched me?
God, do you judge me? No.
Have you ever punished me?
Have you ever punished me? No.
No, exactly. And therefore, the truth is now revealed. And all the lies that people have that God punishes you and judges you and all these things were all indoctrinations to keep people from the light. We know that God loves us because look at all we are capable of becoming. That can only happen with unconditional love and acceptance. There is no other way that any of those things can manifest without it. So when we have a belief that God is punishing us, it's not that God is punishing us. It's that we
are punished.
ourselves, because we believe we have to be punished. So we create circumstances using our power, our free will, to make punishment a reality.
Yes. I punish myself all the time.
I used to punish myself. I love myself anymore. Say that.
I used to punish myself.
I love how you don't punish yourself anymore.
I love how you don't punish yourself anymore.
I love how you love I love how you love yourself all the time.
I love how you love yourself all the time. That's so nice.
I love what a gentle, loving soul you are.
I love what a loving, gentle soul you are.
I love what a beautiful person you are.
I love what a beautiful person you are.
I love how you love this world.
I love how you love this world. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I lost myself for 11 years. I just wasn't existing. And I don't know, I'm just trying to, I am back.
Good. You're letting God's language come through. Good. Well done for catching yourself. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. I will like catch myself. I will try to do this every day.
Channeling God's light, or am I channeling the underworld? Am I God's light, or am I channeling the underworld? And you will always know by what comes out of your mouth and what comes through your mind.
Okay, so what am I channeling? Okay, I will ask myself that. That's a huge shift. Like it's a shift. That's so good. That should be like a book. What are you channeling?
Because we're channelers. We're all channelers. We've been channelers since the day we were born. We were channelers inside our mother's womb.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
That's you, and God bless all of us. I love you. I will always love you. I will always be there for you when you need me. And just for how powerful you are, my darling.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Good night. Good night. Do I close this?
It's a little exit in the corner right there. Well, my darling, I love you all so much. It is time for me to go now, but we will be doing more lives. And again, if you want to join me, tomorrow we have an amazing healing temple. So do sign up because it's going to be powerful. And I love you all. And please practice these techniques that I've shared with you today. Your life will be the better for it. And also remember, anything that you hear that is not high vibration, coming from light source, love, high level energy, it's not worth your time to put your mind on it. Until next time, darlings, check out the Lit Vibe on Google and Apple, the Lit Vibe meditation app where you can get activated, open up your gifts and your powers and be able to go to higher levels. You can sign up for any of the things that I'm offering. You can go onto my Instagram page. You can click on the link tree and find out. There's all kinds of amazing things available for you. Also, do please check out Peaceful Path Pioneers. I think that's what I said, right? Let me just make sure, because if you can do that again, my love, and put that up again so everyone can see. I just want to make sure everyone has that information. Do we have that information? Where is it? You can go on YouTube. And my friend who's here can give you the YouTube thing where you can look at some of the other. Yes, here it is. Good. That's what we're looking for here. We're going to go ahead and pin that comment there. So you want to go to Peaceful Path Pioneers and check that out on YouTube. So you can also get lit and get some powerful information from the other lives that I've shared and beautiful information that's being shared there. So you can also get that on YouTube. And please take the time to check that out if you can, so you can stay in that high vibration energy. It's a lot of resourceful information that will continue to support you. Bless you big time, Mr. Verrett, and everyone listening. Oh, I love you, Alpa. So important information is that you are a powerful being of love, and you come from love and you will return to love. And so the key element is to align back to love. I love you so much. I'm so happy that I'm back from my honeymoon. I had such a wonderful time with my beloved, and I'm very happy to let's take it to the next level, everyone. So again, mwah, I love you, Amala Ashe, and have a beautiful moment wherever you are. Bye.